had to happen sometime. It's me, the Nerdy Hero. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. I just got back from watching Wonder Woman, and I have to talk about this because I want to get this review out as soon as possible. And this movie blew my mind. I thought it was fantastic. As you can see in the trailers and everything, it is an origin movie. It takes place in World War I, showing the origins of where she came from, how she was born, all that stuff, how she was trained. It shows Themyscira, where she was, lived all her life until she eventually, obviously, leaves the place and goes to the rest of the planet and explores the mankind and all that. The thing is, I don't really like origin movies. I've come to realize that over the years. I don't really like them. I feel like it's just too much backstory and not enough of plot moving forward until it's this third act. But that's just me personal preference. I just don't like origin movies. I think Spider-Man is probably the reason for that. Too many origin movies of Spider-Man. So good luck for Homecoming though. But anyway, back to Wonder Woman. The movie was solid throughout. Again, yes, it's an origin movie, but that's what it was meant to be, and it's performed perfectly well as that. It has to do a lot with World War I and how the Amazon women of Themyscira. It shows you backstory as to why they left mankind, where they came from, the story of Zeus and all that, how Diana was born. Then it shows you the whole Steve Trevor, played by Chris Pine, who I think might be my favorite character of the whole film. And that's not taken away from Gal Gadot's performance as Wonder Woman. As I've mentioned many times in the podcast I do and other videos, I did get to meet Wonder Woman, but I'm not going to show you guys that picture. You guys have already seen it enough times. So what did I think of the movie? As already explained, it's fantastic throughout. As you already just see from my excitement, I actually really, really loved it. It's going to be the first. I'm assuming it's going to be the first generally well-received movie, critic-wise, fan-wise, box office-wise. It's going to do fantastic. I think it's tracking over 95 million, which is fantastic because I was always guessing around 91 million opening weekends, and now the first tracking number is 65, and that didn't make sense to me. And now it's like 95. No, that's better. So we'll see how it does at the end of this weekend, but the movie was fantastic. It looks beautiful. Directed by Patty Jenkins, who, if I remember correctly, she was supposed to do the original Thor movie for Marvel. She was supposed to do the first one. I don't remember what happened. She wasn't able to do it, whatever. But now she's back. She does Wonder Woman, and she knocked it out of the park. It is now officially certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, which is the first DCEU movie to do that. And Patty Jenkins is now the first female director to have a certified fresh movie. So, good for her. The plot of the movie. It has to focus a lot with the fact that Wonder Woman, Diana, is searching for Ares. The reason she believes is causing the Great War, World War I. And then it also follows Steve Trevor as he's trying to. It also ties in with the fact that Steve Trevor, played by Chris Pine again, who I really, really enjoyed in this movie, is trying to find Dr. Poison. He's trying to find Dr. Poison, who has created this gas that could basically end up changing the tide of the war. So that's his his main story arc as to her. Diana's looking for Ares, and they come together. When he crashes into Themyscira, that's when they meet, and then they go on this adventure together to end the war, basically. And that's where the movie really starts to pick up, and you start seeing this fish out of water story that we've seen in a lot of other movies. But you see her learning the way mankind is. You start seeing her interact with men, and you get to see the sexist vibe that goes on because she's a woman in this man's world back in 1918. So it's not the best place for women at the time. You really get the sense of this woman who is taking charge of her life and showing people that she can do what she wants to do. And it's a very positive message for women that see these movies nowadays, because obviously this is going to be the first female-led superhero since Catwoman.
It's overtime.
So all in all, I really, really enjoyed this movie. The action was phenomenal. The visuals were great. It was borderline Zack Snyder-like, but the visuals were amazing. The action was awesome. A lot of slow motion, which I did not like so much of it. There were parts where action would go fast and would not use slow motion, and I thought that was actually much more entertaining. But there was a lot of slow motion, which it still looked awesome. The final battle, I'm not really talk about it too much. I don't want to get into spoilers. I'll talk spoilers when I do my next episode of the podcast. We'll be doing a spoiler talk about the whole thing in there. So until then, I'm just going to talk about my review right now for the people who have not seen the movie. And I'm just going to say I really love the movie. I would highly recommend people to see it. I want to see it again in theaters. I'm going to give this movie about an 8.5 out of 10. The reason I give it, it's not like a perfect 10 or a 9 out of 10 is because Wonder Woman was never really that much of an interesting character to me. I really like her a lot more after seeing this movie, but I'm just saying it was always an okay character in my book, my personal opinion of her. But I really enjoyed watching her. Gal Gadot did an awesome job performing as Wonder Woman, as Diana in this world, man's world. She had this innocence that she brought to it, which kind of took me back because we were first introduced to her in Batman vs Superman, where she's this battle-ridden character that just knows how to fight and she's hardcore. And then as you're watching her progress in the beginning of this movie, she's so innocent and young and not aware of what's really at stake in the world. And she's growing up, and then when she's training, you think, okay, she's training, and then she goes out there and she's learning about this world. She's fighting, all these people in the war, and you start seeing the gears turn in her head as she's slowly becoming the Wonder Woman that we see in Batman v Superman. You see her understanding more of what her power is and what she's able to do within herself to overcome challenges. And I thought that was actually really cool to watch her develop into the character that we know she's going to be in Justice League and Batman v Superman that we're already seeing. So that's everything I have to say about the movie, guys. I really enjoyed it. I thought Steve Trevor might have been my favorite character of the movie. He was awesome. And then also Wonder Woman, of course, she's the title character. She was beautiful. She was awesome. She was just fantastic. Loved it. So that's my review, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the movie. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the movie. If you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, if you're excited to see it. Remember, you can like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, guys, remember, keep it nerdy.
I'm willing to fight for those who cannot fight for themselves.
What's up, everybody? It's me, the Nerdy Hero. Just reminding you guys to check out tpublic.com so you can check out all my latest Nerdy Hero shirts and gear, as well as to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can check out my latest videos. And always, guys, remember, keep it nerdy.